Hey everyone. Just wanted to say hello and give you guys some information about what really happened on with that girl Arlene. Um, this girl, me and her, I thought we were friends. I didn't have not one clue that we weren't friends. Um, we broke bread together. We went to church together. We just was friends. Girl talk, everything. I was trying to show her a new way to dress. You know, I put her on with the Mac business. I'm never a hater. If I can do it, so can you. And let's do it together. So I had two friends that told me something was weird about her. And actually one of my friends told her to her face that something wasn't right with her. And next time, Venus, I'm going to listen to you. And Mika, too. Because Mika, you should have told me, Mika. You should have let me know what was in your head. No, because these my girls. And they was like, Ebony, there's something not right about her. But she was from my church. And she was really sweet. And I never had any problem with her. Anyway, the day of the incident, she had all my MAC makeup there. She had all my MAC makeup. She had all the earrings that I was selling because we had did a party and I had left everything there. Then she had this brand new vest that I had just bought, a $300 vest. It's Liberian lamb or Liberian goat, something like that. But it's really exotic. It's a nice vest. So she asked me, can she borrow it? So, that's my friend. You want to rock it? Sure. You know, and the night before this happened, she was like, "Oh my gosh, Ebony." She was like, "This vest is so hot." She said, "But I cannot imagine spending $300 on this item." So, I was like, "Well, just rock it and take some pictures in it and, give it back. No big deal. Have fun." And it was no big deal. Next day, no problems. Then I get a call at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, for those that know me, like I usually be to bed by like 10 o'clock. And so I get the call. I'm not answering the phone because I'm like knocked out. So it's the phone rang at least 13 times. So now it's like 2:45 in the morning, and I decided to answer the phone because I'm thinking maybe something is wrong with her and her son. So I answer the phone, and this is where it got crazy. Hello, Ebony, are you sleeping right now? It's 2:45 in the morning. What y'all think? Here I am. No, but it's okay. What's up? How's everything? Is everything okay with your son? She's like, Ebony, Ebony. So I'm like, yeah. She's like, what's up with them subliminal messages on Facebook? I'm like, what subliminal messages? She's like, you know what I'm talking about. Talking about people praying for your downfall and you're the king's kid. Which I am, by the way. I am the king's kid. And so are you. So I'm like, that's not for anybody. That was just something that was in my heart at that moment to post. And why would you think that I think that you're praying for my downfall and you're my teammate? She was like, "Oh, they got to you, didn't they?" What? I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "They got to you. They got to you." She was like, "Why did you answer the phone?" I'm like, "Cause you called." She's like, "You know what I mean. Why did you answer the phone and talk to them? What was they saying about me?" I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about," because I did not know what she was talking about. So she's like, "I want to see your phone records. I want to see your text messages. I want to see." She said, "Matter of fact, I want to see your computer, your laptop. I want to download your hard drive." She says, "Oh, because I know how to download hard drives. Yes, I am smart. I know they got to you." So I'm like, "You want to see my computer and download my hard drive? Are you drinking? Are you drinking?" She was like, "You know I don't drink. You see, you trying to play me right now." I was like, she was like, "You know what? I told you not to cross me. I told you not to cross me." So now I'm like sitting up in my bed. Okay. Am I dreaming? But I said, you know what? Maybe you don't want to work for me right now. I don't know. I don't know. I said, so you know what? In the morning, I'll just come and pick up the stuff, and then then we'll talk about it afterwards. She was like, you're not picking up nothing. I'm not doing something. Okay, so go have a seat then. Go ahead. She said, you're not picking up blank. You're not. She said, I'm gonna throw this blank away. I'm like, wait a minute, because that was all my stuff for December. That was my Christmas stuff. That was my Mommy, you're not going to be solar. Cyrus, let him play, please. I You gotta stop with mommy. She gonna whip you. Look, I said, look. So I said to her, I said, wait a minute, what do you mean you're gonna throw my stuff away? Where's this coming from? I said, we are friends, like we need to stop this right now. So she was like, we ain't friends. You don't even know what a friend is like. She was like, you know what? Click. So I had called her back. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, she was like, you know what? The only reason why I'm answering you is because I know that you're calling. I'm not. Christian, go have a seat for you take a nap. One. No. Go have a seat, Christian. So she says, this is what she says to me. She says, hold on, let me just check on my baby. Hold on. Let him play the game, Cyrus. Okay. So she says, well, what? Hold on. Let me just see. So she says, I call her back. So she says, why? She said, the only reason why I'm answering my phone because I know you calling and I ain't like that. But in my head, I'm like, you're not like that to answer the phone, but you want to throw all of my stuff away, and I trusted you and you was a friend. So I'm sitting here, I'm like trying to like, listen, you are not right now. I'm your friend. Let's just talk about this. She was like, you are a liar, and you always trying to betray somebody, but you ain't learned your lesson. You gonna learn like if she was trying to tell me like she was trying to sound like Kevin Hart. You gonna learn today. So I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh. So the next day, well, no, so I call my friend up. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning now. So he answers the phone. He's like this super uber Christian person. So he answers the phone and he's like, I saw on her Facebook page. So I'm like, on her Facebook page, what? So I go to her Facebook page and I see that she wrote, Ebony, you are a liar. Stop talking about me subliminally. And then on one of her posts it says, so they got to you. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I call her up. So I write on her Facebook page, right? I write, like, listen, let's stop this. I'm your friend. So she responds, Skype me back. Skype me. Mind you, I don't have Skype on my computer. I have Uvo. So I called her up. I said, I don't have Skype. She says, yes, you do. She said, you just Skyped me. She said, I want you to Skype me back so you can see all of your stuff before I throw it away. So I'm like, I don't have Skype. She's like, you think I'm crazy, right? See, the joke is going to be on you because you just Skyped me. I'm like freaking out right now. Anyway, after that, I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Literally, like she just really got possessed. Like the brains in her mind. And I started to think about, give me some kind of hints, of what, did I miss anything? Then I remember this one day we was riding in the car and it was snowing outside. She says, Ebony, can I tell you something? I said, sure. She says, but don't think that I'm crazy. I said, okay. So she says, if I told you that they can hear me right now, that they can hear what we're talking about in this car, would you believe me? I said, who could hear? She says, my baby father and his girlfriend. She says, they've been harassing me for years, and then she said, She said, yeah, that was a sign right there. I should have known. But, you know, I watch a lot of CIA movies and CSI, and you never really know somebody could bug your car. I mean, I've had some stalkers. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there thinking about Lifetime Movie Network and America's Most Wanted and CSI, and I'm thinking, shoot, maybe I don't know, you know. But anyway, in the end, she has all my stuff. She says that God told her to take the stuff from me. She also says that she called me up and she says, am I riding around Patterson looking for her? I'm laying in my bed. She says, yes, you are riding around. She says, you better not ride up around looking for me. Don't run up on me. She was like, don't even let me see you. She said, because you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. In my head, I'm like, OMG. How could someone who just called me their friend, we just going to eat together, I'm telling her all about wigs, and I'm, you know, she has everything. Guys, I did not have any clue that she was cool. I had no clue. Well, the end of the story is I don't know yet because I haven't seen her. And hopefully when I see her, she just come back to her senses. But I kind of fear that if I run into her, that she may try to attack me. I just don't understand why. But I have a feeling that she's going to try to hurt me. You know, because she thinks in her mind that I am the enemy. I don't know. Somebody on her picture posted, it said, why don't you give Ebony back her stuff? And then another post said, you know what, Ebony, just take it as a loss. She wrote back underneath the post, she said she can't take it as a loss because she always loses. I always lose. That's what she said. And that's what happened. Wish me luck because there's church tonight, and hopefully I don't get stabbed or nothing. But I'm serious. Thanks for listening.